네.
What up, champ?
What's going on, Cesar?
Nothing much. Nothing is new.
Did you have a good week?
Yeah, I got 55 subscribers.
On your podcast?
Yes, sir.
Attaboy, that's good. That's good stuff.
I sent my Zoom link for next Wednesday.
Yep. Yeah, I saw that. I don't think I've responded to it yet, but I will, and I'll be on with you.
Can you repeat that for the last sentence?
Yeah, I don't think I've responded to your Wednesday meeting yet, but I'm looking for it now, and I'm going to respond, so I will be there.
Sounds good.
I'm looking for it now. Cesar, you guys getting any snow?
Yeah. How about 1/2 inches?
That's good. You guys probably need it for the crops coming up, huh? For your fields?
Yeah. Hey, which part in Oklahoma?
I'm in the northeastern part. I'm really close right now. I'm really close to Arkansas, Missouri, and Kansas. So I'm in the very northeast tip of the state.
It is very flat.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of hills here. We do have a lake about 300 yards from me, but we don't do much with it.
I went to be in Yellowstone.
And where is Yellowstone?
I went.
Oh, you went to Yellowstone.
I went to Cody, Wyoming. I went to Cody, Wyoming before Yellowstone.
Gotcha. Was it pretty?
Oh yeah, I love it.
You enjoy the mountains?
Hell yeah.
Into that. That's where I grew up. Do you know where Taos, New Mexico is?
Yeah.
That's where I grew up.
I saw Gal Fuller, but he is on the road.
Yeah, I don't know Gail Fuller. Is that your dog?
Hey, Cesar. How are you?
What up, Russell? How are you today?
I am good. Back inside. It's kind of cold.
I'm doing good. Cheers, more. This is Russell Higgins.
Hey, Russell, how are you?
I am very good, thanks. Trust,
Good.
it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Where are you located, Russell?
I am in Morris, Illinois, in Northeast Illinois.
Okay.
And yourself?
I'm in Northeast Oklahoma.
Oh, we're a little ways apart.
Yeah, a little bit.
Cheers is a good friend with me.
Well, thank you, Cesar.
Cheers
I
is a good
always
friend
enjoy
with me. I am a good friend of Todd Gleason and Russell Higgins, Kevin Nelson. I'm a friend with Todd Gleason and Russell Higgins, Kevin Nelson and Max Armstrong and Mike Pearson, Chip Floriat Pro Farmer Chad Colby.
Cesar, I hope I mentioned this in the text, but that was a very good article in the Farm Week last week. So Tress, we have I'm about an hour from Cesar to the
Okay.
east. Maybe not quite an hour. Son of a gun, we got snow last night. I thought spring was here, but
Yeah.
not quite.
Yeah, I was in Denver last several days with are you familiar with the CPS guys out of
Thanks.
Colorado?
I do really appreciate
Oh,
it.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I was up there with them and got snow and drove all the way here to Tulsa. And we got a ton of snow this morning. And I'm up at our keep a Oh, sorry about that. We keep our fifth wheel up at the lake, and we got even more snow up here.
Oh, my goodness.
And of all things, the water line froze to the unit because my breaker tripped. So
One of those days.
well, you know, if that's all I got to worry about, I'm in really good shape.
Yeah.
But I got heat and I got a roof over my head, so that'll get me to thaw.
There you go. That's the way to look at it.
That's
Do you have ranch or a small land?
was that for me, Cesar? I've got
Do you have ranch or a small land?
well, you know, it's funny because my wife and I sold our house last summer because we're going to move out to northern New Mexico or southern Colorado. So right now our lot is, I don't know, maybe 50 by 8, not well, maybe 50 foot by 80 foot, where we keep our fifth wheel.
Trust, that's exciting. Is that the original home area for either you or your wife?
Well, I spent a lot of years growing up in Taos,
Okay.
and so we've raised our kids, and both of her folks have passed, and we were there for them, and so now it's time for us to go enjoy a little bit.
I want to visit in New Mexico.
Well, the problem with visiting in New Mexico is you never want to leave New Mexico. You know, they call it the land of enchantment, but it's more the land of entrapment.
I'm looking at a map so I can understand where you're at.
Oh, where I'm at right now?
Or actually, I just looked up, and forgive me, Teo. What is the
Oh.
pronunciation?
Taos, Taos.
Taos, okay.
Yeah.
Trust, I'm recently retired, but I've had the good fortune to recently retired from Illinois Extension, and I have the good fortune of being back on my home farm. So
Yeah.
we enjoy that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, you know,
I
it
love
is.
the Western Florida.
Me, Cesar, I'd high five you, but can't reach it. Yeah, you know, it is. It's definitely, even if, you know, if we land in southern Colorado, it's still close enough. I'd be happy.
My daughter is now in Denver, and in one of the return trips from Denver, we dropped just a little south and came across, gosh, it wasn't 70, it was 36, and got to come across the high plains. It was really a fascinating drive.
Huh. So what is
How are you
36? Right?
today? Russell.
Cesar, I told you about this trip. 36 takes you across the northern, you'll end up going across the northern edge of Kansas. You go through St. Francis, Atwood. You eventually go right into St. Joe's on the eastern edge.
Okay, gotcha.
So just I like seeing agriculture in different parts of the world. We'll have to drop a little farther south on one of these trips.
I-35.
Yeah.
So Cesar, I get to stay with you for about 20 minutes and then I get to make an airport run. So I'm sorry if I might cut you short.
Hi, Ray, how are you today?
Hello. Hello, Cesar. How are you?
Please be patient. I'm using a computer to help me communicate, sir. I'm very excited to meet you.
I'm excited to meet you too.
I watched the movie on Netflix.
Oh, I'm glad that you like it. I'm glad you liked it. Did you know it took 8 years to make?
Yeah, are you serious?
Yes, it took a long time to make because of funding. And to be honest with you, I didn't think it was going to make it. I was very surprised that it did so well. It went through 4 or 5 versions of editing. And so the last version I thought was the best one. And that's the one you saw and I saw. So we were very pleased at the outcome of it.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, I started working for the government. Well, I'm from a little town of Espanola, New Mexico. I grew up in New Mexico, and I've always wanted to be on the ranch since I was about 15 years old, working on my uncle's ranch. So I think that kind of one of my points in my life where I call a little butterfly effect, where it dictates a lot what the rest of your life would be. So ranching and agriculture, I always knew I was going to be involved in that. So that also led me to go to the university and then also be part of the Peace Corps for a couple of years as a livestock specialist. But I had a journey of agriculture for a long time. I've had a passion for agriculture, and there was a series of journeys that occurred, and my passion for people and for the land. And I think the movie kind of reflects a little bit of that. And so that's just a kind of a cursory overview of my journey with soil health. How about you?
Do you know Spanish?
Yes, I do. I learned that in the Peace Corps. I learned how to speak Spanish in the Peace Corps in Costa Rica and Guatemala. That's where I learned Spanish. Are there other people in the Zoom meeting? There's 5 other participants.
Ray, Cesar has invited several of his friends to listen
Oh,
in.
he did.
And
Who are you?
I am one. My name is Russ Higgins. I'm
Hi, Russ.
Ray, it's actually nice to meet you again. I'm actually a recently retired extension advisor in Northern Illinois.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Nice to meet you. It was interesting. How do you know Cesar? Are you guys related or just a friend or?
Actually, in my area here in Northeast Illinois, I'm only about an hour from Cesar, and I've had the chance to work with Cesar when we have done projects at the community college that he's attending.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. It seems to me that Cesar has an amazing passion for regenerative agriculture. So that's fantastic. I wish more people would have that.
Hey,
Very much so.
Ray, I'm Trace Moore.
Hi, Trace. How are you?
Oh, couldn't be better. Couldn't be more excited to meet you. I'm actually a Tauseño.
Oh, you are. Well, I grew up 30 miles from where you grew up.
Yeah, in Espanola, I heard that.
Oh, me goodness, that's phenomenal. And where do you live now, Trace?
I'm in Northeast Oklahoma.
Well, fantastic. Well, I live in Missouri. I got a small ranch in Missouri. I run hair sheep.
Cool. What part of Missouri?
I live. You know where Branson is?
Yep.
I live about 40 miles, 45 minutes from east of Branson in Springfield, Missouri.
Okay.
A little town called Seymour.
Seymour, gotcha. Okay.
Fantastic, Trez.
Yeah, it's I've recently gotten into this regenerative ag. I'm actually a director of retail development for a microbial company.
Oh, really? What's the name of your company?
Wind River Microbes.
I've never heard of it. Never heard of it.
We're relatively small, but growing quickly.
Good.
And based out of Oklahoma. The lady that owns it is she's a cattle rancher. Runs about 4,000 to 5,000 head of cattle on 25,000 acres.
Wow.
I'm
Well,
Cesar Delgado from
finally,
Ottawa,
biology is
Illinois.
getting-
I do have my disability of cerebral palsy with my communication device. I am studying for agronomy, but I want to go to be a farm broadcaster.
Oh, good. And so Cesar and all of you, how did you guys all know each other?
Cesar is truly the person who brings many of us together on on some of these meetings.
I just told him I'd be on it for a little bit, and I somehow had signal and did it.
Oh, great. Oh, Tress, you still eat green chili, don't you?
Oh my goodness, can never get enough. We're actually looking to head towards Santa Fe in an ideal situation. So.
Well, guess what? I planted some here in Missouri, and it works. And they do really well.
Do they really?
Yes, I planted them. Yes, with jalapenos and peppers do well.
Cool. Yeah, that's
How are you today? Gal Fuller.
And who else is on? Who else is on?
How are you
We have
today?
there's
Gal
a
Fuller.
Lynette. We have a Lynette. There's
How are you today?
oh,
Fuller.
Gail Fuller. How do you know Gail Fuller? Well, Lynette.
Waiver Ray. Where are we staying?
Well, look at the grandbabies.
You have arrived at your destination on the left.
Hey, Gail, is Lynette with you too?
Can you hear me, Ray?
Yeah, is Lynette with
We're-
you?
Yeah, we're in Frisco, Colorado, taking the grandkids skiing. I didn't think I'd have signal.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. Fantastic. Well, we got a good group here. We got Cesar, we got Trez, and who was the other participant? I can't remember.
I'm sorry, Ross, RUSS.
Ross, thank you, Ross. Thank you.
Sure.
So we got a good group here. Gabe was out of town, so he couldn't be on here. So he's in California. So Cesar, you want to go to school for agronomy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How long have you attended school, Cesar? How long have you been in school? So, Russ and Tress, how did you guys meet Cesar?
Well, Cesar actually, he reached out to me via LinkedIn.
We did.
Yep.
So I gather he connected the dots with all of us. That's what I'm getting a feeling that he got a hold of Gail, wanted to get a hold of Gabe, got a hold of myself. He got a hold of Tress. So all of us have something in common, don't we? Many things in common, probably.
Well, yeah, I would say so. But you know, Ray, if I can say this without sounding too weird, I think it's the passion, you know, that you exude just in the videos I've seen.
Oh, yeah.
That to me kind of, it really drew me into this thing. And you know, every day's an education, is a learning experience for me. And so
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad, because I think it was a passion for people and for the land. I think when I found out that I was wrong for so many years, it's kind of like a reawakening. It's like a conversion process where you realize that you were blind and going down the wrong direction, and then all of a sudden your eyes get awakened, and you're sort of like, you never want to go back, and you want to share it with so many people, and that desire, because you know it changed your life and it's changing the lives of other people and it's healing the land. It's I don't know, you get so impassioned.
Yep.
And it's just that way. And you as an extension person, or anybody, all of us are teachers, all of us are students. But there's nothing more beautiful when somebody gets a concept or an idea,
Yeah,
or
but
it
I want to go to be a farm broadcaster in Midwest.
a farm broadcaster. Well, I tell you what, the more we can broadcast this information across the world, the better we can spread this, and we need that.
Cesar has done a very good job communicating with a pretty broad base of
You're right.
folks here in Illinois. And also, I really appreciate he is more than willing to reach out to almost anyone who you know, he can learn from. So
That's probably the most. I wish Russ. I think that's a very important trait, because I wish more people would do that. They would reach out and to learn. A lot of people are satisfied in their own world and they think they're fine. But unless you build this kind of community like we're doing right now, it's hard. It's really difficult to do this on your own, really. And so I think, but let me ask you this, Justin, do you farm? You and Tress, do you guys farm your own land?
Trace, I'll let you go first.
Trace?
Okay. No, Ray, I don't. I'm, you know, this is a new hustle for me, if you will. Now, once we get back to New Mexico, you know, I see this as kind of a preparation for what's to come.
Yeah.
But no, we've lived the city life for far too long, and ready for this next chapter.
Actually, it's interesting. People that live in the city and learn, actually, Trace, you're actually easier to teach. I think sometimes sometimes we can grow up having too many filters and too much conditioning.
Yeah.
So you could probably pick up the concepts quicker. And so I don't think it really matters if you grow up in the city or grow up in the farm, really. I think it's just being an open mind.
Who is in The Farmer in the movie in North Dakota?
Oh, that's Gabe Brown. Gabe Brown. He's the rancher and farmer from North Dakota. He's a friend of mine. We both started Soil Health Academy together, and Understanding Ag. We're both co-founders of that.
Ray, we have a small farm in in Grundy County in Illinois.
Oh, great. And what do you do on the farm?
We're doing we're Illinois, so it's corn, soybean.
Corn and soybean.
But we're pushing our way toward slow evolving, but no-till, and we played with cover crops, and we're learning.
I apologize.
Great, great. I tell you, that's how you start. You start off.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
one step at a
I
time.
apologize. I have to go.
Okay, Cesar.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Cesar. Well, I
Hey.
tell you, that was very gracious of you guys to show up. That you're so patient with, and you're so patient, period. I mean, that's nice that you guys were able
Wait,
to visit
I'm
and,
not.
oh, now you're coming back.
Oh,
Well, good.
Cesar, I think Zoom might cut us off here pretty
Yep,
soon though.
yep.
So,
Yeah, we only got a couple more minutes. But well, I hope to come maybe sometime passing through Illinois or actually, you know, it's interesting, Trey, when are you going back? When are you going back to New Mexico?
Well, we were looking as early as this summer.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah.
know, I got my mom and dad. My mom and dad still live in New Mexico.
Yeah. Are they in Espanola?
Yes, they are. I go see them. In fact, I'm probably dropping down in May.
Okay.
And I'll be passing through in June again. My daughter's graduating from vet school from Arizona.
Cool.
Yeah, she's going to be our first
Wow.
vet,
wow.
first doctorate student
Ray,
in
when
our,
are
in
you
our
available
family.
again?
When am I going to be available again? I'm not sure. I'm pretty booked whole July, May, June, July, sometime maybe in August. Maybe we can do this again. But I'm just pretty booked, and I've been pretty busy, and to do this, I teach all over. I have to maybe be going to Nicaragua. I got a lot of people that I'm helping out, so we'll see. We'll just play it by ear. Gail says, "Good to see
Hell
you."
yeah, I am honored